I beg, if you have a business in Nigeria right now and you are currently still operating, please, I need you to listen to me because what I'm about to share is going to be very, very helpful for you coming from next year, 2026. I'm not asking you to pay me. That is why I'm coming here to tell you these things for free. I was doing the analysis on what happened to the Nigerian TikToker Pella on the Lagos State
So,
government billing him
Bella,
some
he give
amount of
me
money
25
to
million.
pay certain tax
Bella, he
liability
build a
of the sum of
studio,
about 36
200
million.
million.
Let's
First
see the
Nigeria
video yourself. Let's
Limited. Now, they don't say, oh yeah, Pella, come and pay tax. Guys, they want to collect tax for my hand. I
Now,
swear for my
in my
story.
own analysis, some thoughts dropped in my mind, and I was doing some personal research, especially for business owners, because the new tax reform, basically, what the government wants to do is that they really want business owners, especially small business owners, to benefit from the tax, because the amount of money that has been extorted from business owners lately or from the years past is just too much. But they really want the big elites to be the one paying the money, and why we allow small business to thrive. And this is what I want to say. Now, the first thing you do for me is, firstly, are you a registered business owner? If you are yet to register your business, I think the first thing you may need to do is to start looking for a way to register your business. In Nigeria, you can register your business either as a venture enterprise, which is also known as a business name, or a limited liability company. Now, if you have registered your business, okay, I think you guys have still saved a bit. If, on the other hand, you have not registered your business at all, before you jump to register, you even need to register, because that should even give you more formality. Your customers get to know that yes, you are serious, you are in for business. Even your bank account, the name needs to change instead of you using personal names. Anyway, that's not the story for today. Now, for those of you that are registered, the next thing I then need you to go and check is on what kind of registration do you have? Do you have your business registered as a business name or as a limited company? You see, for those that are registered as a business name, I will give you the disparity between the two. Business names in legal terms are seen as, if you are Sheung and you register your business as Sheung Ventures, just know that Sheung Ventures is not different from you, the owner, Sheung. In real terms, business sees as you and your business are the same. If anything happens to the business, if you are owing somebody outside, your business is owing anybody outside, they can go as far as coming down to your personal property to collect whatever belongs to you. However, for limited companies, if you are Sheung and you register your business as Sheung Limited, in business, in real sense, Sheung Limited is different from the owner, Sheung. Sheung is just only working for Sheung Limited. What that means is that Sheung Limited only pays Sheung on monthly basis. That means if the business has some litigation, some liabilities outside, nobody can come to you first. They go to the business to take whatever belongs to the business. I want you to know that first. That is the difference between the business name and a limited. Now, for tax purposes and implication, for those of you that registered your business as business name, you don't have any business with FRS, which is the Federal Inland Revenue. You only need to pay your PIT. You only need to pay your VAT if your business is doing above 25 million. That means you must have registered for VAT purpose to do that. Then public dealt withholding tax and also remit your payee for your staff. If you are not doing all of these things, these are the things you need to check if you are doing. I'm going somewhere. Now, for those businesses that are registered as limited, limited also has business with FRS. They remit their company income tax. The owners, the director also has to remit pay as you earn. The business also has to remit payee for the staff. They also have to remit withholding tax. These are the various kind of tax that these two kind of business. However, what makes people feel like they need to do business instead of limited is because they felt like, because limited requires that you have to file submit annual returns. The both business submit annual returns, but limited you have to do some financial statements. And although if your business is not public, that may not really give you headache. But here's the goal point. You see, coming from next year, because the tax authority are classifying what kind of business do we call small businesses. They are classifying it that, is this a small business, then enjoy exemption of 0 retail tax for your company income tax. You're not paying company income tax anymore. Once you start doing 50, 100 million, less than 100 million, you're not paying company income tax. Now, for tax purposes, if your business is registered as business name Ventures Limited, you are expected to pay your personal income tax, you as the owner, and that should be paid yearly. Now, if your business make 10 million naira as profit at the end of the year, that is taking your gross revenue out from your expenses, what is left is the profit. Ordinarily, that means whether you or the business, and you have profit of 10 million. The entire 10 million is what your state internal revenue is expecting you to come and account for tax purposes. The entire 10 million will suffer tax. That means, based on the new tax reform, after enjoying the first 800k exemption, the rest from the 15% down to 25% will enjoy, they would suffer tax. And I'll do the calculation and put what amount you're supposed to pay in that regards. That's if you are registered as a business name. On the other hand, let's think at it from the other perspective. If you that register your business as a limited company, the profit left for you at the end of the year is 10 million. Out of the 10 million, obviously you are not taking the whole 10 million into your pocket. But here's the goal point. The business is only paying you as the owner. Now, let's say you only collected 2 million or 1.2 million or 3 million from the entire 10 million as salary for yourself at the entire year, or probably monthly, and everything accumulated to just 2 million. You don't have any business. The government or the tax authority does not have any business to do with the remaining 8 million you have. What you will only need to go and do is to account for your personal income tax, which is just the 2 million. Now look at the logic between the two. Who do you think will pay more tax? Because automatically, because you are a limited company, FRS is saying that you are exempted from paying company income tax. You don't even have any business paying with such amount of money that you've made, provided you have proofs that these are what you've done with the money, and this is the money you took from the business. The entire 8 million should just sit in the bank. So why should you as a business owner be paying personal income tax on the money that you have not even touched because of the type of registration that you did? But however, listen to me right now. Before you make decision on whether you should quickly go and change your business name now to a limited company, check whether you're actually doing above 2 million or 3 million. But if a business is doing less than 2 million in a year, you can still leave it. But once you know that your business is doing above 25 million, then I would advise probably dust your books. You can invite your accountant to check your books very well for you and see the opportunities, the scalability in having a limited company rather than a business name, if you really do not want to pay excessive tax. This is an update that nobody will come and share to you.